inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Back to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. He'll drop to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So here's a 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fielded at the 20.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Achane is in. Touchdown, 49ers. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, they'll try. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, we figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. A run straight ahead with Achane to about the 26 here. The Niners at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They had their 6-game winning streak snapped a week ago, but still is a team that's playing pretty darn well.
And like the old song says, accentuate the positive. I think that's exactly what this team's going to do. If you've won 6 in a row, you know you're doing something right in the NFL. So I don't think the one loss is really going to discourage them.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 3rd down and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. On 3rd down, Achane. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for a possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They'll go. Achane. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It's fielded at the 45. Touchdown, 49ers. He goes 55 yards on the punt return. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department. And he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Vikings head out to take over once again. They're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Quentin Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They need 18 yards here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is caught. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Breaks through the contact. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. 35 yards. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And out now come the Vikings. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late.
And he gets this to Thornton.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime, and what's been a... Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
The third quarter begins with a run by Achane.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st down, back to Achane. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run. Achane.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Devon Achane. his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Now a play fake here on first down. And got his man complete.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Devon Achane
with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings Vikings are going to take over at the 14-yard line.
The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Devon Achane and the offense ready to go once again.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
135 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Again, it's Achane.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On play action, they'll throw.
Well, that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And they'll give this to Achane.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
One more time with Achane.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try and run it with Achane.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Second and 11 at the 41. Again, he'll drop to throw. Staying on it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. They'll find Ayuk open right side. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Right back to Achane on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On the handoff, it's Achane. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here we go on fourth down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep or protest out of them. That's just who they are.